In this video, we're going to analyze a fun animated art NFT that goes public on March 6, 2022. We'll look at the most important data points so you can decide if this NFT project might be right for you. Welcome back to GizmoNuz, the place where NFT fans turn for no-nonsense facts on upcoming NFTs and tools that have huge potential. However, this is not financial advice, we're not financial planners, and please remember, the information that follows is for educational and entertainment purposes only. But if you're looking for the most concise information on some hot upcoming NFTs, then keep watching. And keep in mind, the NFT we are reviewing is not sponsoring this review, and we have no relationship with the project. Now, before we get started, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any NFT news. With a drop date of March 6, 2022, let's take a look at Let's Walk. We've decided to look at this NFT project for a couple of reasons. The first is the creator, DK Kwan. The second reason is because we love the feel and vibe of the artwork. So let's start there and do our usual analysis of this collection by looking at the creator behind Let's Walk, and then the community, and finally the project. Now, if you've watched any of our previous videos, you know we take a close look at the creator because the data shows this is one of the keys to limiting risk, especially if we're looking to invest in the roadmap and looking to benefit from long-term utility. The NFT marketplace is filled with pseudonymous creators, artists, and authors. We've had comments made explaining it's for the creator's safety to remain anonymous and not to worry about them being anonymous. And we get that. Many people are rightly concerned about the impact their online presence has on their family members, their job prospects. It's understandable. Folks need to do what's best for them and their family. But like we've mentioned in previous videos, when you are forming an NFT project and pre-selling large quantities of NFTs, the idea of allowing complete anonymity in the community, it's just a mistake and it's ripe for abuse. We believe at a minimum, one participant in the project, at least the primary founder, needs to be transparent regarding their identity. This creates accountability and also helps prevent people who commit crimes from being able to repeat their mistakes without a trace. What do we find with Let's Walk when it comes to creator transparency? DK is an open book and has done a great job creating a following and letting folks know about himself and his work. You can find DK on Twitter, engaging with his followers and fans. DK is an animator living in California. He's been animating now for a little over 10 years. He has a life philosophy of positivity, which clearly comes through in his artwork and animation style. His animation brings positivity into your space as well, with an upbeat, happy feel both in the art and the movement of the characters. There's no question in our minds DK is fully doxed, so let's move on. The second area we're going to focus on is the community. Is there a healthy number of folks that follow the project? And it's not just numbers. We're looking for things in a community like the overall positive vibe, helpful members, and a whole lot of communication from the project managers and moderator. We're going to typically find community on places like Twitter, Discord, their blog, video posts, things like that. So we did our usual digging into the community for DK, and here's what we came up with. Here's his Twitter account. You can see he has over 141,000 followers. Not bad for a guy who barely tweeted in 2020, but after leaving his job at Apple in 2021 and focusing on doing NFTs, he started concentrating on using Twitter, and we can see the results. We did our usual Twitter audit on DK's account, and you can see the rating here. With only an estimated 4,000 fake followers out of 141,000 total, the audit score of 96% speaks for itself. Let's take a look at his Instagram account. The following here is even more impressive, with nearly 400,000 followers. DK attributes this to the fact that prior to launching his NFT career, he considered Instagram his main social media account, using it as his go-to for posting for 5 years. You can also find DK on Foundation. You'll see a snip of his page here, where we find nearly 6,000 followers. Lastly, he has a YouTube channel with nearly 29,000 followers, and here's the channel now. While DK isn't super active here, you can get a good feel for his animation style. You can also get a peek into how he does some of his animations. Here's an example of one that we're talking about. We had a blast looking through this channel. If you want to kill some time and learn a little bit more about DK's art, it's worth poking around on his YouTube channel a bit. Now, this brings us to the Discord server. It has over 30,000 followers. It appears to be very well managed and has a level of security we've come to expect from large, well-managed servers. Besides the usual click to verify, we were required to go through CAPTCHA to verify we were human. It also contains the usual cautions about DMs and makes clear who the moderators are. In looking over the community, we found it to be friendly and very well moderated. So overall, the community is very friendly, a positive vibe, a welcoming and safe atmosphere. Now, what about the project itself? The focus of the project has been and continues to be the artwork. To be clear, the Let's Walk project is dropping its 8th round on March 6, 2022. It has already successfully completed 7 rounds. You can tell from looking at the founder page that the artwork is really well received in the marketplace. If you invest in the project, you are not investing in an unknown artist, but someone well established in the NFT space. Well, with any project though, you want to give the roadmap a close look. Read it over and decide if the project appears to be under or over promising in the roadmap. Both can be huge warning signs for an initiative. Two of the biggest red flags are, does the project basically have no roadmap? If not, there's a good chance that the project won't be able to provide any additional benefit after its launch. In the case of Let's Walk, the first part of the roadmap is well defined, and it's clear DK is able to deliver on it. The second thing to look at is if the project is overpromising, like AAA games, play-to-earn program, advanced tokenomics, or staking capabilities. If the team is unproven in these areas especially, it may be advisable to be wary of this kind of roadmap too. We can say that DK is looking to the future. Once the Let's Walk phase is done, there is a loosely defined roadmap that talks about utility in the form of benefits for Let's Walk holders when it comes to what is described as 10K or 5K collectibles. The concept behind this future phase of the roadmap is to create a bunch of cute little characters that can actively live in DKverse. These would be randomly generated, DK-style characters that can actually be featured in his one-on-one masterpieces like I Heart New York, which you can see here. DK also talks about how much he'd like to create a game, but that idea seems more of a dream at this point. However, utility is made clear for Let's Walk holders for the 10K or 5K project, where he states holders of Let's Walk will have huge benefits. Time will tell what those turn out to be, but it's clear DK is looking beyond the artwork to utility for holders of Let's Walk. Lastly, let's talk about rarity. Here's the rarity chart. As you can see, rarity is based on supply and not traits or characteristics. From what we can tell, R8 is in the lower range of the rarity chart with 20 in the supply column. Also, while the price will be auctioned, that's only for the public offering. 90 slots are available through the whitelist. The other half goes to auction. It's clear the art portion of the roadmap is where the strength of this project currently lies. That's not to say he will not be able to execute on future plans. It's just that those plans are still in the inception phase from what we can tell and are not super clear, or at least not made public at this point. So let's recap what we've found for Let's Walk. What does the data say? Well, let's start with the creator. It's safe to say DK is doxed. He is a proven quantity, creating positivity-focused art that is both fun and engaging. We don't know anything about the support team. We can't dox the developers, the social marketing folks, or community managers, but given the results we're seeing, it's clear whoever they are, they know their stuff. Now what about the community? The community feels safe. We found the vibe friendly and helpful. Security is taken seriously and it's well moderated, and it certainly has the size to have momentum behind it to successfully complete the mint and move into the secondary market. What about the project? We spent so long looking at and enjoying the artwork, we find ourselves totally obsessed with these little characters. Besides the great animation, we found a couple of interviews with DK and really enjoyed his vision for these NFTs. It's also clear he has a loyal fan base who are super supportive of this project. The community is fun, the Discord is well run, and the roadmap, while a bit vague in the short term, it's being executed on and running smoothly. We'd love to see more utility, maybe collaborations with other animators, something like what we saw with Invisible Friends and the Random Character Collective. That would be a great utility for loyal Let's Walk holders. We'll just have to wait and see what the utility is finally decided upon and how it's executed. But getting involved for just the art itself makes perfect sense if that's of interest to you. But now I want to turn it over to you. What do you think about Let's Walk? Are you going to follow DK, join the Discord, try to get whitelisted? Let us know by leaving a comment below. And don't put it off. We'd love to hear from you. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. As always, GizmoNuz does not endorse any investment or offer financial advice. This video is educational material and entertainment only. Always do your own research before making any investment, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.